What's kicking, party people? It's back to Curse of the Dead Gods. My name's Rhapsody. What mission are we intending on going in on here? Yes, the quest for omnipotence again. Oh dear. Alright, let's see if we can find ourselves some good opening weapons here. We've got a Slaver's Mace, and then the rest of them are normal. Barbed Whip. You know what? I haven't used a Barbed Whip. Or really, I haven't, like, prioritized using whips at all so far. Yes, we also have the 317 skulls we left ourselves with. I have to unlock Reptilian Hunger. That said, I don't think I should use it right now. Maybe? Look, I'll turn it on. My hesitation in using it is just because, you know, how good are my greed sacks really going to be in a dungeon where I am not as familiar with the enemy's timing and patterns and such, and also not as familiar with the whole trap sitch, causing me to take damage and lose the greed stacks. But look, you gotta try. Born to try, learn to love, etc., be understanding, etc. We've all heard Delta Goodrum's magnum opus. Don't act like you haven't, and definitely don't act like exclusively people in the UK and Australia will know who Delta Goodrum is. Didn't she do like a voice project in the US at some point? Couldn't tell for the life of me. It also wouldn't really make sense for her, you know, an Australian songstress and actor, to be one of those on the American Voice, because, you know, Kid Rock's still out there. He's not working. This is not an endorsement, by the way, of Kid Rock in any way, shape, or form. My man sucks. But he's exactly the type that they would get to host that kind of show. Or at least be a judge. Whoop. Alright. As you can see, my greed kills are not disappearing. This is the wow. Just wow. This is the value of the pickup that we just made. Reptilian Hunger will allow us to keep our greed stacks in between rooms whenever we're out of combat and just continue building them up. And it also increases our damage for each of the stacks that we've accumulated. So thankfully, it means I don't have to do things like run to the other side of the room to try and find any other squad to pop them. Ooh, almost. Oh, nope. Woo! Nice try, Reliquary. Nice try. Alright, I should probably use the whip a little bit here. You know, it seems like it might just be a better idea for us. There we go. See? Should have been using it the whole time. Plus 15% to lightning attacks. You know what? I haven't really used lightning weaponry much at all yet. I also don't think I have that much lightning weaponry unlocked, which might have contributed to why I'm not using it that much. But this will give us an opportunity. Plus 15 to crit damage. Sure, we'll take that. I think I'm going to go up 2 times here through the gold rooms. Then we're going to go into a stat room. Then we get a weapon. Then we go for a weapon upgrade. At least that's how I'm feeling so far. The plan may change. What is it? No plan survives the heat of battle or some such? It's in that realm, certainly. The quote is in that realm. It's approximate. This is the oh, what's the character? The like Panther-y thing in Adventure Time, who's like, yes, I have an approximate knowledge of all things. Fred the Human Boy, or whatever it is. It's been a long time since I've seen Adventure Time. And it's not like I saw that scene more than once. It's okay to forget a quote if you've only seen it once. I hope. Restore 4% of your max health, rather than heal 3% of max health whenever an enemy is killed by the environment. Look, enemies will be killed by the environment here. That's definitely going to happen. Wait, I lost my green stat. Wait, huh? Guess I must have just been out of fighting for too long. Lost 30% damage in darkness. I love that. It's just, am I going to get to use it much at all in this dungeon? It seems like there are many sources of lightness. Sorry, it's darkness and light. Alright. Well, I mean, here's stats at the absolute least. Now, I don't exclusively have to use the whip to just pull people towards me. It's just the fact that it weakens them as well as makes them stunned. It's a really decent way to open a fight. Exceedingly effective. Now, this is the room where traps are everywhere, so as long as I just bait them out, double back, we should be fine. Just don't get too greedy. As I keep saying, that's very much the spirit of the game, right? Don't get too greedy. The greedier you get, the more you will definitely end up taking damage and regretting it. If you're actually greedy, the true way to get as much, or rather, as many resources as you would want from being greedy is to not be greedy. It's a whole catch-22 sitch. The true greed is not being greedy. You know that quote in this is whoa! Hup! I do not like this. Oh my god, we actually managed to get him down without taking damage there. Perfect. I'm gonna take the gold rather than the 15% on the poison attacks there. You remember that quote in The Simpsons where Homer tries to cheat at golf and then someone comes over and says, "You know, Homer, the traditional way to cheat at golf is by lowering your score." Back when I was a kid, I didn't recognize that that was actually the truth. So I thought it was just advice like, you know, lower your score and then you'll fight more to try and get a higher score next time kind of situation, right? I thought it was like purposefully flippant advice. It wasn't until I like caught the scene on a rerun, maybe 5-10 years later, that I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. I kind of like those moments. They're instructional. Because not only do they show you, oh, I'm an idiot, but they also show you one thing about which I was an idiot before, I am no longer. No! No! My green stats! My green stats! No! I need a different weapon. And I know we're literally in the place that's going to give me that. Also, just in case you're unfamiliar, this is the offhand combo for... Hup! Thank you. There's an offhand combo for the whip, and it's like a giant AoE hit. I keep forgetting about it, despite the fact that I knew it was that. Like, it's real good, and it's something I should be keeping in mind more often. There are a lot of rooms where I'm like, oh man, if only I had some AoE in this room, and and everyone who knows is seeing that scene like, you do, though. You could easily have that. Plus 30% more critical damage on the Warmonger gloves. Oh, sorry, claws, rather. Plus 3% base damage per point of... Constitution. We already have 5 in that stack. Plus 30% damage against... Excuse me. Plus 30% damage against poisoned enemies. It's also Venomous Fangs for poisoning the enemies in the first place. Ceremonial Dagger. Plus 10% base damage itself. I mean, none of these are awful options. Just going to take the Warmonger gloves. Claws, rather. Sorry. We may not use them forever, but I'll happily use them for a while. This is probably not going to be our end main. Oh, Dark Swiftness. Dodging makes you intangible. With an increased dodging window, you can no longer trigger perfect dodges to regenerate stamina. I exploit the hell out of perfect dodges, so this is always a rough one for me to get. Actually, one of the biggest reasons I don't like this one is the increased rolling window actually... dodging window increases the time that you spend in between two individual rolls very, very slight. Oh, gosh. And it's unfortunate. I will say, there is one thing that I thought would have been changed since I last played the game, and that's if you get a trap to damage an enemy, that should count towards continuing your greed kills, in my opinion, or at least refreshing your greed counter. If you get a trap to kill an enemy, that continues your greed, don't worry. It's just if it damages them but doesn't kill them, it doesn't. So if you're going to use that as part of your way to extend your greed stacks, you really need to be certain it's going to kill the enemy, and you're not always going to be certain. So there's the claws. They want a 50 upgrade. I mean, they're the only ones I'm going to be upgrading here. I could choose to upgrade or not upgrade that one. I wouldn't be fussed either way, to be entirely honest. This is just going to be an extra curse for us early on. Which, again, I'm not really super concerned about. Unless we get, like, a really bad one, so I can't remove the dodging window change. Oh, I love claws so much. I did, by the way, catch a comment that was like, hey, Rabs, I know you love claws and spears. Can you, at least one time, try and have endgame weapons that aren't a claw and a spear? And yes, there is something fair to be said for that. But also, on the counter, I do that a lot. I can't always find a good claw or spear. So I'll definitely try and make an effort to increase my weapon variety where possible, but at the same rate, when they are the best options, they're the best options. Especially when I'm trying to do challenges that I am not necessarily doing super well at so far. Such as the Eagle Temple. Oh no. I messed up. Hunting axes. Yeah, we'll lower our corruption by 4 there. Unfortunately, we don't get the entrance to this room. Gotta keep reminding myself, this room is one of the rooms that I need the big guy to tear things down in. Wait, is that... Okay, that's not... It's not the room where there's an exit up in that direction. Do not worry. So, our gold bonus from greed kills will cap out at 20. Past this point, we're going to be increasing our damage. Plus 20% base damage for shields. I'd pick up a shield if I were offered one, sure. Okay, so we're going into the champ. Here's our second pickup of a curse. Hopefully it's not awful. Blood offerings don't cost corruption, they cost health instead. That can be really good. It just depends on whether or not we can find enough anti-attrition relics for it to effectively just mean free shrines. We have no anti-attrition relics at the moment at all. So it's pretty far from where it needs to be. Also, as you can see here, I can try and keep the greed kill counter in this fight. But it's hard because anytime you disengage, suddenly your timer is running down. So really, the strat for keeping the timer in this fight is to have the golden hourglass. There are a lot of bosses that have like an invincibility or invulnerability phase, and they're just not really going to be countered effectively by just trying to engage at the right times. It's just not going to happen. No! Area control. Okay, cool. We only took one hit. That is a stark contrast to every other fight I've had against this character yet. Definitely removing Dark Swiftness here. Plus 20% base damage for spears, 3 constitution, lightning as well as 2 dex rather, 6 dex, 30% to poison, Colt. Plus 20% base damage with the main weapons of Claw, Tis. Plus 10% base damage as well. Okay, so we will be taking the Colt Rainmaker. I kind of want to take all of these relics. These 2 for the Constitution. Then the other 2 for the Dex. How many slots do I have at the moment? How many of these are complete garbage? Guardian's Codex is complete garbage, so I guess I could replace the Eagle Talon with the other Eagle Talon that actually just has +2 Dex on it. Sure. We take Yaht's Pendant, and then this is going to replace the first Eagle Talon, and then this is going to replace the Guardian Codex. I can't trash any of the things that I dropped. Just going to repeat that, just in case anyone had missed the 2 times prior I had addressed it. Okay, so we do need a 2-handed weapon still. I like this path, but it's going to be heavily contingent based on the value of our shops. I do really like the idea of getting the 2 stacks of stats rather though. Pop that. Like, you can see how, as I approach all of these enemies, I'm getting the little yellow glow around myself. Get the baby! Get the baby! Cool. Yeah, you can see as how I approach each of them, I'm getting the yellow glow around myself. That's me triggering the... No! Oh, I forgot! I said last episode I need to not roll towards it. That's me triggering perfect dodge, so... That's a demonstration of how most enemies I combat, not having the ability to perfect dodge is a loss of 1 stamina for me, effectively. Oh, damn. Okay, again. Another thing that I need to keep reminding myself of. You cannot just walk away from harpies. You just can't do it. No, guard break. Took me a moment there to remember how to guard break, but it's okay. We got there. Yeah. I do regret taking Reptilian Hunger into this. I'm not really getting to utilize it to the max of its degree. Hey, Jaguar Hammer, though. Oh, no. But Jaguar Hammer is fire attacks deal 30% more damage from behind, restores 1% of max health for every enemy killed. So it is some anti-attrition, right? We would have access to at least some anti-attrition. Alchemist Fire Stick, though, plus 20% base damage of the main weapons of Claw. It is a way to gain extra money, which would help us not have to pay for things. And it removes corruption per enemy kills, which we need a little bit of management of. I know we just picked up the Colt Rainmaker, but we're going to be changing it for the Alchemist Fire Stick here. I'm kind of excited to have a Fire Stick that's of decent degree. It's a decent level. It has a relevant buff on it. I know I do 30% more damage in darkness right now, but I need to get some vision of the area. Okay. Any traps around there? Okay, no. So we'll engage this Blade Master, try and take him out as quickly as possible. Okay, I'm failing to swap weapon before enemies are dead, which is good and bad. It's good in that I'm killing enemies without really too much concern. That's great. Means my damage is in a good position. It's bad because of the whole not getting the gold thing from the thing that I was doing, and then the whole game plan thing that I tried, and that's why. So it's not good for that reason. Hey, we got him there. Well, look, if I've already failed to do this, I might as well guarantee that I actually get some of these correctly, right? Ooh, Blade Master. Very nice. Trying to utilize this is killing my greed stacks consistently as well. So in order to get gold, I must give up gold. Ah, yes, it's another one of those catching situations I've heard about, where the farmer would stay out until he caught 22 fish. Exactly. Yep, I should well have known that this was gonna be rough stuff. Thankfully, didn't take any damage going through it, though. Okay, traps down that way. Hello? Okay, wait, this is just a crossroad kind of situation? Fine, let's go out this way, then. Didn't even get to meet the devil. Oh, bugger. Let's try and get the baby down real quick there. That sucked. The enemy had very little HP left. Do they have to fire a volley of 3? Also, did I have to try and line up that shot when I had no stamina? But also, what if I made it someone else's fault instead of mine? Did they have to fire a shot of 3? Ooh, items. I do like those. Nope. Ooh, almost. There we go. And we're fine. Bit of a tense room right there. Definitely not going to be replacing the fire stick. So I'll take that 100 gold instead, thank you. There's nothing on the bottom side I need to be aware of. Nope. Cool. Alright, and then this is relics. Yes, gold offerings remove 15 corruption. Not bad. Would take a lot of HP to get, though. Has 7 perception attached to it. That's increased gold find, which would be relevant to the fire stick that I'm currently holding. Am I going to be holding the fire stick forever? Who knows? I think I will reroll here. I'm looking for anti-attrition right now. Plus 45% damage with... I'm going to reroll again. My gosh. There we go. 12% of max health whenever you walk through a door. That is going to have to be good enough for me. So I'm going to replace the Eagle Talon with that. It's also 6 Constitution, so it's actually quite good for my my Claw as well. This will pay for itself by the time I exit the next room, so I'm definitely happy to have it. Problems around here again. What the? I didn't even see them attacking. That's illegal. They ran me down. I was given no notice. I'm pretty sure they have to give you 2 weeks notice on that one. It was right hard fought for by the Adventurers Union. The Temple Raiders Union. The non-copyright infringing Temple Raiders Union. They tried to call themselves something else at the beginning, but apparently there's quite a litigious figure out there who prefers she be the only person called the Tomb Raider. I've never heard of her. Have today's kids ever heard of? Well, actually, they would have, right? Because Rise of the Tomb Raider and 2016's Tomb Raider? 2014? I don't even remember what year it came out in now. Excuse me. It's the three shot is actually just driving me wild right now. I keep trying to remember it and then I keep forgetting it instead. Good thing I picked up an anti-attrition relic. Unfortunately, it appears I may die with the anti-attrition relic in hand. Oh, okay. You just cannot attack him when he does that. Yeah, exactly. I tried to just continue attacking for a moment there, and it cost me everything. Literally everything. Yeah, that's not a run. No, I'm not gonna... That's not a run right there. Okay. Let's not do the wrong thing right now. Yeah. I feel bad when the game actually gives me that notice because it only gives it to us after we've died instead of a wanna run. Okay. I think... Let's turn the weapon swap back on. Let's change Serpent Bounty for Unquenchable Thirst. There we go. That's what we're going to go in with. And this is fire attacks. Charge sends out a wind slash. I'll take the claws with the longsword. Largest reason being not the claws, but the fact that the longsword will give me the ability to break into areas should I fail to get into them myself. I mean... I may end up wasting that weapon upgrade room up there, but other than that, I'm happy about this path, right? Get some early perception before we go for a couple of gold rooms, try and roll that into value from then on. Looks good to me. Okay, so what was successful about last run? What can we capitalize on? My fight against the first champion was quite good. 30% to poison attacks. No, I'm going to take the 1 constitution, thank you. Oh, is that going to blow it up? Oh, okay, it does. So the ground mines will actually blow those doors open. Neat. My fight against the first champion was pretty good. I actually took very little damage to Blade Masters there. Like, you'll notice that it was the archers that did a huge amount of damage to me. The Blade Masters, I actually evaded quite well. I didn't evade the harpies as well, but we're talking about what I did well at the moment. No, I did badly. You know, focus on what we've done well so we can try and capitalize on that in the future. Try and cement the... Okay, so there's no more enemies in here. Try and cement those habits. What else? What else? I actually don't think I should have gone for the upgrade before the boss for the first champion, but I did it, and it turned out quite well. I will be taking both Yachts and Sashals here. Yes, it's going to cost me 40 corruption. Yes, it's going to be worth it. I really would have liked to be able to pay for that out of my own pocket, but... I could nay. I knew that was probably going to be the case going into that room as well. So yes, I cannot walk out of the way of the harpies. Not going to work. Anything else? Don't really seem it, to be honest. Seems like that would be burn it down, and then it reveals a wall, and then you crack that wall, and then you go in there, and then... You know, secret. The fact that the game has something that says that you heal up after you fight any non-optional champion or boss, to me, it says there are secrets, and maybe there's like a secret room or a secret floor. You have the ability to access it through a secret entrance, and there's a secret champion or a secret boss of some kind in there, and I'm all about that. Just had to get down the reliquary at the very start there. We'll do it again. Ooh, what have you dropped for? An Alchemist Fire Stick, eh? That's not significantly better than my Smith & Wesson at the moment, but it's also offering me a perception to offer it to the gods. It's a hard yard, friend. It's a hard yard to hoe. Increase max stamina by 1, or do I want to get nothing else because my max health is not in a place where it needs to be restored? Let me stroke my chin about that for a while. One of the best relics you can get early on versus nothing. We've also got the Scorpion Spear. Oh, God. Claw and Spear. Claw and Spear. Okay. So I did make it come true. But I'm doing the skillful adaptation, so it is actually quite important to have a little bit of a faster two-handed weapon, one that is happy to be in and amongst the fray. Other curses not known for as long as this one is lifted. Is not lifted, rather. If we never keep another curse, this is perfect. Because it doesn't matter in that circumstance. Well, don't love the corruption we just picked up. All the breaking of our greed stacks there, but oh well, it happened. Can't really do anything about it at this point. -4 corruption from the hunting axes. Does plus 100% damage against weakened enemies. I would have to find a way to weaken enemies at range. -4 corruption's not nothing. I'll tell you, if we had 0 corruption at that time, I think I actually would have picked them up. In fact, I'm pretty certain I would have. Okay, I gotta be real careful not to miss any secrets that I need someone to open for me in this area. Okay, my spear actually hid the enemy's attack path on me there. That happened again. All right. No. I'm just gonna have to look at the enemy. I can't look for their attack paths anymore. Typically, I try not to look directly at the enemy and try and get any other information I can of whether they are or are not going to be attacking. And there's actually quite a good reason for that. Because if I'm looking directly at an enemy, unless that's the only enemy in my entire area, I'm limiting my ability to pay attention to the other enemies that are probably about to hit me. So the more I can focus on just my own movement and perceive other enemies' attacks through other sources, the far better. And that's what, like, a lot of the flashes of enemies about to attack you kind of support. Plus 80% damage to get elite champions bosses. It's not bad. I'm probably the furthest from replacing my spear. It's not like it costs us that much to get a pretty good upgrade there. Have I got early weapon shrines in the next area? Yeah, I do. I have the earliest theoretical possible weapon shrine in the next area, which means I won't purchase a weapon here unless it's, like, ridiculous. Because in the next area, they'll come pre-upgraded. Perfect. Get adapted upon. Slaver's Mace. Plus 30% against elite champions and bosses. Yeah, that's easily going to take over the claw. Perfection. Hell of a room right there. I know I went, dropped a little silent during, but I kind of needed to. Plus 15. Oof. Plus 15 while in light. 1% max health per enemy killed. Serpent Blade. Offhand combos deal critical damage. Plus 10% base. Plus 20% if the main weapon's a claw. We don't have anything related to poison, do we? Although we do also have a poison spear, so things related to poison would instantly have extra value for us. I still don't think we take them. It would have been, it would have to been the perfect weapon. Not just like, yeah, pretty good. Swift Bow. Nope. More than happy to get a point of dex out of that one. If you all up here for me, plus 20% base damage for claws. You know what? As a show of good faith, I will eat that relic for 4% max HP rather than getting plus 20% for claws. One of my favorite weapon types. If it turns out there's like an absolutely perfect claw in the store at the start of the next floor, oh, I'm gonna regret that. You're just gonna get bullied for a while. Plus 2% base damage per 1,000 gold carried up to 10 times. I'm gonna take the HP from that. We're a while away from exploiting that as a strategy. Nutsons and Charl again here. Pay for them manually. Okay, so our damage and our gold / treasure find is quite good. Especially for a first floor. Sometimes I leave the first area with like 5 and 5 in a stat, if that. The Scorpion Spear, especially here, is going to be real good. Go away. Give me some time to get my stamina back. Perfect. Halfy on that HP. Are we? Don't think about it, Raps. If I think about it, I'll jinx myself. Stop thinking about it. Stop talking about it. We did it. That's our very first perfect against whoever the heck this is. I should probably check the bestiary and actually get their name now, right? That makes sense. All right. Bestiary. Eagles. They are Cox to Car. High Lord of the Storm. Gold offerings remove 10 corruption, but it also gives us +2 perception if we don't even take it. All right, what are you? 4 dex plus 45% damage against weakened enemies. Well, that's the easiest take of my life. This one can also come along for the ride, I guess. I hope I get enough in the first weapon shrine that we're going into here. That is to say, in the dungeon before the first weapon. Swift! What? We have to get that right now? We are now the theoretical maximum distance we possibly can be from actually getting rid of that. One, two, three. There we go. I lose my greed kills here, but we get the kill without taking damage because we dodged to the side, which was the thing we were supposed to be doing the whole time. Incandescent claws. Fire attacks plus 10% base damage. It's level 2. Okay, wait, so I can't even roll through the attack that the baby does? That sucks. Down and fine. There you go. There's your long-range firing at the end. So I definitely didn't get enough to actually buy anything outright. That is to say, the highest level thing outright. After you parry, your main weapon deals critical damage for that much time. No. Okay, we're going to go for a hard reroll here. Yikes. Or 70% damage against weakened enemies and poisoned... electrocuted and poisoned enemies. Extra damage from behind. Extra damage against electrocuted. Yikes. Again? Another reroll right there. Oh god, I feel like I'm about to reroll a third time, and I do not like it. %1 per for each enemy killed. 30% extra damage in darkness. I'd have to offer blood. Primal Hammer, chance attacks weaken enemies. 1% max health per enemy kill. Plus 15% damage in light. I'm taking the crippling blow. I'm spending blood to do so. So here comes our second curse soon. Wait, charge attack weaken enemies on this bow? Hang on. Hang on just 1 second. Yeah, fully charged shots weaken enemies. Oh, okay. I don't know how I just skipped over that text as being relevant. I almost always fully charge my shots, so that is a lot of damage on this bow. Ow. That's what I get for rolling. Okay. I saw the harpy attacking in the distance, so I was like, yeah, it doesn't have range. But one very important thing that I was told in my first season on this game is an enemy will not begin their attack if they can't theoretically land it. And that's such an important thing to know about the game, because it means, you know, if ever an enemy starts an attack, you do need to dodge. Something's gotta give. I'll take the 8% myself there. It's worse than the other weapon that I had access to at the time. The bow I just paid so much for. Why is this doing lightning shots? Oh, it's a 20% chance to inflict lightning damage. I don't know what the heck. My reading comprehension was just really, really bad in the weapon shrine. I think I just became overloaded with all the options. Because I thought that was going to be... Ooh. Nope, max health again. Cool, just healing a bunch in this room. Because I thought that was plus 30% damage against electrocuted enemies. I thought that was what was going on there. And I wasn't so keen on it, you know? Bit of vocal fry on the low end right there. Should I go attributes or weapon? I do need to replace my main hand still. I've got good enough money for it right now as well. And then I can decide afterwards if I want to upgrade again or go for a shrine of stats. Seems good to me. Urns no longer contain gold. They're filled with blood. Blood heals but inflicts corruption. That's fine. Gotta say, I'm loving the whole just stand and deliver build we've got going on here. You know what? Only taking one hit to the archer there rather than 50 to the baby. I'm fine with that. As far as I'm concerned, that's kind of an ideal outcome for us. Perfect. Took one hit in that entire room. Other than that, just handled it. Great. Feeling good about that. Charged attacks weaken enemies. Oh, plus 20% damage against uninjured enemies. That's where I would use this as well. And then plus 20% chance to inflict fire damage. Slaver's Mace. 20% chance to inflict fire damage as well as 30% extra damage against elites, champions, and bosses. That is something I value. God, it's the barbed whips though. We're actually going to be using a heavy kind of weakening combo. Which we picked up obsidian fragments. Plus 45% damage against weakened enemies. This is a build right now. Hell yeah. I want to go upgrade. Because we just like open the fight with get over here and then die. God. Oh, this rocks so much. No! Babies! Good lord. Gold offerings removed, 10 corruption, plus 3 dex. Yes. That definitely comes with us. Our corruption mitigation strategy is just buying things from gold shrines. So right now we will lose... Ouch. Tracking on that was pretty high. Wait. Oh, I can't even stop. I have no guard breaks available at the moment. Oh, actually, no, the charge attack on the whip probably would have been a Guard break. I keep interrupting myself. I was saying something. I can't remember what. Whip. Claw. Nope. Can't remember for the absolute life of me. Oh, right. Yeah, we removed 25 corruption whenever we pay for something with gold. Unfortunately, we can't pay for anything with gold here. Oh, dear. Oh, man, that barbed whip looks real good upgraded, don't it? All of them do. I'm gonna upgrade the crippling bow. I think we're keeping the crippling bow until the end of the run. I think I'm pretty comfortable with making that call. Challenge room. Yep. We've got an AoE weapon in terms of the offhand attack with the whip. Runic eggs activate automatically if you stand nearby them. That's actually kind of good. Usually it's a little annoying to try and activate those in the heat of the fight. So as long as I'm not dodging in and amongst them and I'm just using them for damage, which, you know, as long as it's not bad, it's good, is effectively what I just said there. I'm aware. Yeah, it is a guard break to get them with that. I mean, that's a pretty fast clear there, as far as I'm concerned. Basically as good as we could have gone. Unknown versus gold. I have to go gold. I can't just go to the unknown and it's a haven. I cannot withstand that loss of value. Just constantly stunning the baby with the whip. Honestly, not a bad way to play. It worked out quite well there. It was just the harpy that managed to snag a hit on me. Nope. No attack, Blade Master. Get whipped. Oh, man. I am enjoying my time with this whip, I gotta tell you. The only thing I'm not really doing with the whip is its actual normal attacks. I'm using its offhands. I'm using its charged attacks. I would say using and abusing both of those, in fact. Oh! Thank you for the entrance here. Nothing else? Alright, fine. Peace out of there. Here, naught but gold again. Whoop. Okay. We're getting a read for some of the more dense rooms here. -8 corruption versus 20% base damage to heavy weapons. I'm not changing this bow, so I cannot pick up a heavy weapon. It could have given me dex, but I'm going to lower my corruption there because the rest of our relics are quite good as well. Excuse me? That's damn rude. No healing for you. That'll do. Plus 20% base for swords. Okay, that one's definitely money. That one's an easy money. These are the eggs that are going to automatically activate by me standing near them, so... No! No! Stop! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it wasn't done! What do you got? No. Not even gonna entertain the idea of taking that buckler right there. Okay, champ. How's it going, bud? You and I gotta duke off. We're gonna face off, eh? We should be able to fire a few shots from afar here. I'm just hoping on weakening the enemy with a swift bow. That's the general, excuse me, general idea behind that. Leave myself with enough stamina for each of the rolls that I'm gonna do. No! I've got to notice when the environment's changing, like, ah! I swear I'm so much better at fighting this enemy up close and personal. What is it? Opposite day? I can't fight the first boss. Sorry, I can fight the first boss, but I can't fight the second? Very, very concerned about this. Wow. I just couldn't find my way out of the hits there. Huh. I'm not used to fighting this enemy from afar. Is what's evident and clear there. Damn. I'm gonna jump back out of here into the main menu and say, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Curse of the Dead Gods. We are going to continue our quest for omnipotence in the next episode. For the moment, though, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all of my content on this game, past, present, and future. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.